My brothers used to swim when I was younger, and I used to like see them at practice. My parents would take me and they had caps on. And for some reason, when I was like 2 years old, I thought if I put a cap on, I would know how to swim.
When you grew up, it's nice to have a well routine, discipline, and how you time yourself. Besides school, study hard, also optimize your physical aspect and swimming hard and be in good shape.
I grew up like literally underwater, but it's just like hanging out, like especially summertime when school is out, you get your chores done and you are laying out all day. You're fishing, you're catching fish, you're cooking. On the river, we do all this on the beach. From basic school to primary school to high school, like all of that, it's good for them, and they have cousins there, they've met friends, good friends there.
By mid-middle school, I was like, okay, I'm pretty decent and I could see this going somewhere, and I didn't want to like give up and quit, so I just decided I'm gonna work for it and go swim in college.
Sea game, probably it's another story itself. One day, my two daughters texting me, there's a Cambodian girl swimming in Cambodia for the sea game. I said, what? And then it is about a Southeast Asian game which involved 12 countries, and then they compete within the Southeast Asian game. And the first Cambodian female was from Indianapolis, and she posed. And then my daughter saw that. It's like, wow, how can that be? And she's only half American, just like us. I said, well, because they probably know somebody. I got introduced to the lady. Oh, by the way, my name is such and such. My daughter went to Cambodia, and Cambodian said, oh, great. And then we get talking, and then she mentioned, year 2023 is the biggest year for Cambodia because it's the first time that Cambodia as a country will host the SEA Games throughout the whole history. Because as a country, we're not rich enough to host the big event. But year 2023, they decide to throw it all in. They're gonna host this thing. They want to kind of show the rest of the Southeast Asian, like we are also good in swimming. So they try to recruit a lot of athletes. And they said it's even half Cambodian. Now we allow them to come back and swim. So the lady talked to me. She said, by the way, I know your two girls. I know through social media their times are better than my daughter. Please come and swim for Cambodia. I said, well, I don't mind, but up to my two girls.
They asked me if I wanted to do it, and I was like, okay. And obviously another sibling rivalry thing. I was like, okay, well, my sister's doing it, so I want to do it too. But I was really excited, and when they asked me, and so I was like, yeah, I'll go.
The Cambodian people, they welcomed the girls. It was amazing to see. It was very exciting.
The culture, how friendly everyone was and accepting, no matter who you were. They were so kind, and I felt so welcome. Like, I almost consider them like family. I was pretty sad leaving.
It was kind of like culture shock once the game started. It's like all these like athletes from around the world, literally Olympians, like you see the tattoo next to you. So it was like a lot at first.
It was pretty emotional. Like, we've been together for 18 years, inseparable, like best friends. But yeah, it was pretty emotional for me.
It being my last meet was like also like kind of sentimental because like it was the last time I've ever swimming with my sister. But I think one of the like biggest takeaways was just like being proud of being associated with another culture.
We're very competitive, and obviously she did all 4 years in college, and I was like, I'm not gonna let her do all 4 years in college, and I'm gonna go and not do that. So, and we were constantly like racing. I mean, we do different events, but whenever our coaches put us together in an event, it was always just like a who's gonna win. From my parents' background, like they grew up with like very tough lives, and it helped me learn a lot about my dad's culture. We went to a lot of temples, and like we got to spoke to a lot of people.
Life is not easy. America has been good to us. We are living the American dream. And if we can do it, so can you.
You kind of like grow up here forgetting like how much you have, always like complaining about the littlest things, and you don't realize how fortunate you are until you go to other countries. I really look up to my dad because of that, because he worked so hard. It made me really appreciate the things that I had.